I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because there ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, the definition of game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, we here. We are here. What's poppin'? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. The game is going to be heavy as usual today. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to my lovely lady, April MC, in the building. Shout out to April MC. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Duke Alex, Rex Corp, Aussie, Steve-O Baby, Espress. What's going on with you? Shout out to you, Ish the Coop in the building. Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. What's popping with your Phoenix Smiles in the building? What's going on? Mark Tavius is up in the building. Kid Frankie, what's good? Corey 2S, Jimmy Lionel was popping. Joe Mayer was good. Frankie Shy was good. Shout out to you. Who else we got up in here? Shout outs to everybody coming through. Blastomatic was popping. So hold on. Let me bring up the phone lines. I don't even got the phone lines on. Hold on. I gotta get the phone lines up out here in this piece. You feel what I'm saying? So the phone lines are up now. So if you guys want to call in, the call-in number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat and, donate before you guys call up. And today's show, we're going to be talking about how paying attention to detail is the key to success with women. Oh, yeah. Y'all about to learn something today. Y'all about to learn something today. Shout out to Cardio King in the building. Michael in the building. What's going on? Well, before we get into all that, make sure that you guys go to CunninghamElements.com. Get the soap. Get the parfum. Go to CunninghamElements.com. And remember, the spring sale is still on up until, I think, April 1st. So make sure you guys get on Cunningham Elements and get your stuff. It is the spring sale, so make sure you guys do that and get that going. All right. Now, let's go to shoplocario.com so you guys get the What Men Wish They Knew About Women program, hidden gems about dating you don't know but should. Make sure you get this. Is me and April on the Spin Game. Also, make sure you guys go get the online dating consultation. Make sure you guys get that and get that going. Go to shoplocario.com. Also get Master the Massive Game Collection. Also get Master the Vetting Process. Get How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day ebook, audiobook. Looks Don't Matter ebook. Master Approaching Women in 30 Days or Less audio program, and all the other stuff on shoplocario.com. So make sure you guys do that. Also, make sure that you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com to join the Masculine Identity Membership so you guys can get on the Zoom calls with Miles every Monday. So make sure you guys do that. And also make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to get on the Bad Boy membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. And right now on the Bad Boy membership, I just dropped a new Bad Boy membership program, which is called 10 Irrefutable Laws of the Game. You feel what I'm saying? 10 Irrefutable Laws of the Game. It is on the Bad Boy membership right now. So make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com, join the Bad Boy membership so you can check out this program plus all the other audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. The game is heavy in that. And last but not least, make sure that you guys go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario, patreon.com /Mr. Locario to get on the Bad Boy Show. So make sure you guys do that and get that going. You feel what I'm saying? Get that going. Get on the Patreon so you go check out the Bad Boy Show. We do this every week, and we talk about current events, and we spit some heavy games, some stuff you don't even spit on YouTube because we could talk more shit on Patreon. So make sure you guys go get that. Go to the patreon.com /Mr. Locario, and get that shit going. You feel me? Now, let's get into today's topic. So today we're talking about how paying attention to details is the key to success with women, right? So what am I talking about? You're like, Locario, what do you mean? What are you saying that paying attention to detail is the key to success, right? Basically what I'm saying is this, is that when you pay attention to detail, when you're interacting with women, you are going to be aware of what's actually going on in the situation, right? Now, the key, though, is that in order for you to really be aware of what's going on, you need to understand the game. You need to understand yourself, right? But just what I'm saying is that a lot of times guys have a hard time because they're not paying attention to detail. And if they are paying attention to detail, they don't know what the details mean, right? So, for example, let's say if you are setting up a date with a chick, you're trying to set up a date with a girl, you say, hey, you holler at a girl in the street, you're talking to her, you're trying to flirt with her, whatever. And you say, hey, put your number in my phone. And she says, oh, well, I don't really give my number out to strangers, but I'll give you my Instagram, right? So she'll say that type of shit, right? So the average guy who doesn't have any game, he'll be like, all right, yeah, I'll take your Instagram, or we can exchange Instagrams. But the detail he missed was the fact that she was being uncooperative, right? If he was paying attention to detail, he would have realized she was being uncooperative. He would have realized she was giving him resistance. And then he could have said, you know what? Fuck that. I'm out of here. You understand what I'm saying? Why am I wasting time with this chick who is not really about it? So let's say they exchange, Instagrams, and he hits her up on Instagram. She replies. He tries to set up a date, but every time he's trying to ask her, hey, when are you free? Let's get together. Let's meet up Friday, whatever it is. She's changing the subject in the emails. I mean, in the, the text back and forth, right? He's like, hey, you free Friday to get a drink? And she's like, oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. I might have to do something. You understand what I'm saying? So she's not really giving him a straight answer. And then she's like, oh, actually I don't drink, or whatever. She's going to do all of these things to avoid actually setting up a time for him and her to get together. Right? He's not paying attention to the detail that when she said she's not sure about Friday, she didn't give an alternative day to say, hey, I might be free Monday though, or I know I'm definitely free Saturday. He's not paying attention to that detail. So a lot of times when you guys are not paying attention to detail, you don't know what's actually going on. And then you get led astray because you don't know what the fuck is going on in the situation. Right? And what you got to understand is that this goes deeper than even just when it comes to dealing with women. A lot of times you guys may not pay attention to detail just in general. So when it comes to you dealing with women, you're not paying attention to detail at all in those particular situations, right? So let me show you something real quick. This is something that there was a comment that was under a clip that I put on Instagram. And it was a clip where I was talking about, it was from a show I did the other day where somebody called up and they were talking about hooking up with women quickly, getting them over your house. And I was basically saying, you got to definitely vet women, even for casual sex, and make sure that shit is on point before you bring them over your crib or whatever, because they could be on some crazy shit, right? So now, check this out. So This is Dasher013. And shout out to Dasher. Dasher is my dude. So shout out to Dasher. He's a cool dude, right? But this is an example of what I'm talking about when I say you guys are not paying attention to detail, right? So I'm going to read this, what he said, right? He says, this doesn't make any sense. You always say that men should take a year or more to vet a woman, but now you also need to vet them before having sex, but you should seek to have sex with women as quick as possible. If you seek to have sex with women as quick as possible, then we cannot talk about vetting. If the girl is crazy or is up to no good, then obviously it will take more time than a few days or a week to find out, which is why you say to take 12 to 18 months. This is to be sure about you letting, her into your life. So again, if the goal is to have sex as soon as possible, how are you going to know right away if she's crazy or have bad intentions? Now, and I replied to him and I said this. I said, fam, look at the title of the program. It's called Master the Vetting Process, How to Vet Women for Casual and Long-Term Relationships. You see what I'm saying? Look, it's right here. It's right here. Master the vetting process, how to succeed in casual and long-term relationships. So he missed the detail of the casual part in the program. He missed the title. It's right there. How to succeed in casual and long-term relationships. So if he was paying attention to detail, he would have seen that it said how to succeed in casual and long-term relationships. See, this is what I'm talking about when I say that you guys are not paying attention to detail. So if you're not even paying attention to detail in that, and then that's confusing because he's like, Locario, I don't understand. You said you're supposed to vet a girl for 12 to 18 months, but how are you supposed to do that? And you're also saying you should be having sex as quick as possible. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. It makes perfect sense. Why? Because the thing says, master the vetting process, how to succeed in casual and long-term relationships. So when you get the program, it teaches you how to do to vet for casual and long-term relationships. So what happens is because he wasn't paying attention to detail, he missed the part about casual. You see how that works? So now he ends up getting confused because he's not paying attention to detail. So this is the type of stuff that happens when you guys are not paying attention to detail. So imagine he's not paying attention to detail in this. Imagine when he's talking to a woman. Imagine when he's trying to flirt with a woman. Imagine when he's interacting with a woman. How much detail is he not paying attention to? How much things is he missing in the situation to see if the woman is or isn't attracted to him? So a lot of times you guys, when you're talking to women or interacting with women, you are not paying attention to see whether or not the woman is actually interested in you or not. You are not looking at the small details. You have to look at everything that's going on in the situation, right? So if you are talking to a woman and let's say you're trying to flirt with her and she's giving you one-word answers or she's not flirting back, pay attention to those details. If you're trying to, hook up with a chick and she says some shit like, oh, I like to be friends first and take it slow. Pay attention to that detail. What's happening in that situation where she's talking about she wants to just be friends first and take it slow? That means she's not highly sexually attracted to you. So if you pay attention to the detail of her telling you those things, that will give you the indication that she's not highly sexually attracted to you. If you are talking to a chick and you're flirting with her and she's flirting back, you're pulling her in, she's getting closer to you, you kiss her, she's kissing you back. Those details are showing that she has high sexual interest in you. You understand? So you got to pay attention to the details. If you text a girl and she takes 3-4 days to get back to you versus you text another girl and she gets back to you in 2 minutes, right? Pay attention to those details. The woman who got back to you in 2 minutes, interest. The woman who got back to you 4 days later, low interest. You understand what I'm saying? It's really not this. It's not complicated. You understand? It's not complicated. But see, the problem is that a lot of you guys don't want to adhere to understanding when a woman is not interested. See, a lot of you guys don't want to get rejected. You don't want to hear a woman say no. That's why you're scared to approach the woman and all this other stuff. But you're also scared of a woman showing you just through her actions that she's not really interested. That's why you're not paying attention to the details. Because if you paid attention to the details, you would know immediately if the girl is not interested or if she is interested. Right? The details tell you everything. So, like I said, if I tell a girl to take my number and put it in her phone, take her phone out, put my number in it, and she says, no, you take out your phone and put my number in it. What is that detail telling me? It's telling me that she's not interested in me like that. Because if she was interested in me like that, she would have just listened to what I said. You understand? I tell a chick, hey, let's meet up for drinks Friday. She says, oh, well, I don't drink. You understand? What is that detail telling me? That's telling me she doesn't have high interest, because if she had a high interest, and even if she doesn't drink, she would come to the date and drink a fucking water. She's not going to tell me the reason why she doesn't want to do the drinks on Fridays because she doesn't drink. She will find something to drink that's non-alcoholic, right? And come see you. Sometimes what'll happen is a woman, just to check in with you, she would say, hey, I would love to go get drinks with you. Is it okay if I get something non-alcoholic because I don't drink? And you're like, sure, absolutely. Come through. Let's make it happen. Right? So that detail is showing that she wants to come through. She's just seeing if it's okay with you that she doesn't drink a liquor or whatever it is. You see what I'm saying? But let me get this call. 510. 510 is popping. Who this?
What's up? It's Brandon from Oakland.
What's going on? Did you donate though?
Yes, sir. To the PayPal.
All right. Hold on. Are you on speakerphone? What are you on?
Oh, I'm on the Apple AirPods.
Yeah, you got to take all that off and speak directly in the phone. You got to put the phone to your ear and speak directly into the phone, my brother. You feel me? So make sure you do that. Speak directly into the phone.
Oh, you good now, or?
It's a little bit better. So what's going on with you? What's popping with you, man?
No, I just wanted to add to that show that you had with Locario, with about like the passive aggressive, and then like today's episode.
Mm-hmm.
So what about you? So like women that do the text responses, you know, if you got like an Apple iPhone and like she does, like you send her like a text and she does like a ha ha, like an exclamation point or any of those little text reactions, and she'll say like nothing after. That's like a way of showing like that passive aggressive BS, right?
No, this I'm glad you brought that up. So it's not okay. So this is why it's important to also understand what all these details mean. So if you send a woman a text, which is what you should be doing, as far as or I should say this, what you should be doing when you send a woman a text is your text should be about something where she responds. So if you just text her nothing and then she just puts haha or puts like an emoji or some shit, then that makes sense because you're not texting her anything for her to respond to. Now, if I text a woman, hey, are you free Friday at 7:00 to get drinks? And if she texts ha ha, that's not a response to what I'm saying, right? So that detail is showing me that she's not actually trying to make something happen. Now, if I text her some stupid shit like a meme, or I text her, something that's like, oh, hope you having a really fun day, and she types in ha ha. You understand what I'm saying? That makes sense because I'm not really talking about nothing in that context. So what's the context in which you're texting a woman or talking to a woman and she's just responding with nonsense?
Nah, just like in general, like you said, like if you guys already like set up the like you got like last night I already kicked it with there's like a couple times where I kicked it with a chick, and then like we just talking about like the next date or something like that. And then like maybe it was like some where she said something funny, then I responded back. I tried to like be funny or something like that. And like it'll be like a ha ha, like it'll be like a ha ha, like you said.
Wait, so you saying this is a girl you already went out on a date with? Yeah,
last night. Okay. And then like we already exchanged numbers.
Okay, so last night you went on the first date with the girl. And what happened on the date? Did y'all went on a date and then you didn't smash? You just went home. She went home, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so now, what are you saying to her after the fact? What are y'all talking about?
No, because I told her to text me when you get home.
Okay.
And then like she texted me and she was like, you know, I made it home. And then like I was just like talking shit a little bit. I was like, damn, you made it home before me. And yada yada yada. And she was like, you know, oh, you know, I don't live that far because she don't live that far from the spot.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just trying to be funny. Like, okay, you know, I'm still getting home, but you know, like, I guess you were in a rush to get home from the date, you know, just.
Yeah, hold on.
Read
Read me the text. I want to see the text. Read me the text. Go. So read me the point after y'all left the date and she texts you and let you know she got home safe. So say she said this, then I said that, and she said this. So she says, I got home safe. Then what did you say?
Okay. So she texted me and she said she made it home. So then I was talking shit. I was like, damn, how you beat me home already? And then like, you know, just talking shit.
No. Don't say no. Caller, I don't want you to say anything. I want you to read it like a script. I said this, blah, blah, blah. She said this, blah, blah, blah. I said this. So don't say talk. Read the exact thing.
Okay. All right. So she texted me and she said, no, home.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, how you beat me home already? SMH laugh out loud.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, because I'm close by, LOL.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was talking shit. I was like, okay, Speed Racer, I see you out here. And she was like, LMAO, you know, because it's the high, you know, 880, you know, because it's on the highway, because she don't live that far from San Leandro to Oakland.
Okay.
And I was like, laugh out loud. It's all good. I know you got to hurry up and get home and shower so you can catch up on your, you know, on your shows and shit. And then she said, ha ha. And then that was it.
Okay, so what are you trying to understand from this?
I don't know, like because usually maybe I'm overthinking it. But usually when like women do those text reaction emojis and they don't say nothing after, I feel like that's them saying the conversation is like over and there's nothing, and that's pretty much it. That's why I was calling you for. Maybe I don't know if I'm overthinking.
But it's the problem. You're not talking about anything. Where's the part where you set up the next date or anything? Where's the part where you set up the date? Or the next time you're supposed to see each other?
Because we kicked it last night, so I was going to probably do that this weekend.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you're talking about a whole bunch of nothing. So all it needed to be was she says, "Hey, I got home safe." You say, "Cool, glad you got home safe. I'll holler at you later." That should have been the end of the conversation. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because sometimes I try to be funny and sometimes.
No, this is what I'm saying. No, this is what I'm saying. Less is more. Okay. Think about this. The phone is only for setting up dates. That is it. Now, once you start to let's say you start smashing a chick and let's say, y'all become like fuck buddies or whatever, then maybe once in a blue moon, that's cool. If you want to do like some sexting and all that, if you're into that, that's cool. But when you first are fucking with a chick, the phone is just to set up the date. And that's it. And then for her to tell you, "Hey, I got home safe." Cool. Then you set up the next time y'all see each other and make it happen. All that other extra, this and that and this and that. And then so now you're looking at like, well, why is she texting me this? And you're overanalyzing it. But remember, a woman is bouncing off of your energy. So what I'm saying is that because you're not talking about anything, she's not giving you anything because you're not giving her anything to talk about or to respond to.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that there's no reason to be talking to her back and forth because there's no purpose. Like the purpose, y'all already did the purpose for the night. Y'all met up, y'all went on a date, and she hit you up to let you know she got home safe. We're done. There's really no other purpose to talk to her. If you're gonna be really talking to her, the only purpose is to set up the next time. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you got to think about when you're texting these girls. Ask yourself, what is the purpose of this text? What is the purpose of me saying this stuff? And if there's no purpose as far as moving something forward, then it's irrelevant and you shouldn't be doing it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because I know you. No, I don't always donate $10, but then there was like another incident to where it's like where I was probably overthinking it, where I kicked it with a chick a couple weeks ago, and she was down to meet up again. Like, we exchanged numbers and everything. She was like, "Oh, we can go ahead and kick it next week." And then usually I was just thinking like, I kind of fell back a little bit because I wanted to see if she was like going to hit me up. during that time, and then like I didn't hear from her, so I was thinking like, okay, maybe she was like full of shit, and then I'll go ahead and not hit her back up. Yeah.
Yo, okay, guys. Okay, I'm glad you said that. So, okay, this is the thing. Stop expecting women to do things on their own. You understand? Meaning that, because you're like, well, I'm sitting back and kicking back and seeing if she's going to get at me. No. Only judge a woman based on her getting at you, based on you prompting her to get at you. You understand? So what does that mean? So that means that if you text this woman and said, hey, I'm free this weekend. Are you free to get together this weekend? Right? So now that at that point, you pay attention to what if she's getting back to you. Right? So if you didn't say nothing to a woman, so if let's say you go out with the chick, a week has gone by, but you never said anything, don't expect her, don't be sitting there like, man, I wonder if she's gonna hit me back or text me or say hi or, check in on me. No, if you want to see her again, you hit her up, yo, I'm free this weekend, let's get together to get a drink or whatever the hell you gonna do, and then have her respond to that. You understand what I'm saying? Stop worrying about a woman on her own doing anything. You see what I mean? You got to lead.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So don't sit there and be like, man, maybe she's not into me because she didn't hit me back. But you remember, you have to this is just like the other chick. You just said with the other girl, you said something and she just said, ha ha. And you're like, well, does that mean she wants the conversation to be over? She's just not really communicating. You're worried too much about a woman getting back to you or communicating with you in that way. And the reason why is because you're looking for validation from the woman. You want the woman to show you or give you some security that she's interested in you. You know what I'm saying? You want that sure thing. You're like, well, if she calls me or texts me, or if she continues the conversation, that's going to make me feel safe in the fact that she's interested. So if she's not doing it, then I'm going to think she's not interested. But you're waiting on the woman. That's feminine. You have to take action and then give her the space to respond to you, right? So the only response that matters that a woman gives is her response to you. It's not just her randomly saying shit or doing shit. That don't mean nothing. You see what I'm saying? You always got to think about, again, when you're texting or interacting with someone, what is the purpose of the text I'm sending? And two, is she responding to what I'm saying? So essentially what this means is that there should be no text that's being sent that doesn't require a response. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, what is the point of texting the woman like that first woman? What's the point of texting her all that trying to be funny when there's no point to it because she has to respond to something you're saying to do? So if you're not telling her to do anything, if you're not giving her instruction, if you're not setting nothing up, don't text her. You see what I'm saying? Texting should only be about her responding to what you're saying. But if you're saying nothing, then you're going to get a nothing response because you're not saying anything. And all that does is that just gives her more non-sexual attention, which makes it harder for you to attract that woman and keep it going because she's going to think like, oh, this guy, like she's going to feel like you're way more needy and clingy. You understand what I'm saying? Than you are because you're just doing all this extra shit.
Okay, now that makes sense. Okay, so I'm overthinking shit. Okay, I'm glad
yeah, bro. Nigga, all you got to do, you go out with the chick, and then you hit her up to set up another time to see her. That's it. That's all you got to do. You ain't got to text her during the week. You ain't got to chit chat. You ain't got to try to be funny and play all it. You ain't got to do none of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? You go out. You say, hey, text me when you get home safe. She's like, I got home. Cool. Sounds good. Glad you got home safe. I'll holler at you later. You holler at her next week. Hey, let's meet up Friday. She says, cool. Y'all meet up Friday. You do what you do. That's it. You don't need to be texting these girls back and forth and doing all this extra shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Okay. I'm glad I called in and just try to clear that up because I'm hearing thing on my phone. I was like overthinking and shit, but the way you explained it, I was like, okay, now.
Yeah. All it is hit them up to set up dates and then see them on a date. That's it. That is it. And if you ever slip up and feel like and start just texting a chick before you send, say to yourself, what is the purpose of this text I'm about to send? If there's no purpose, if you're not texting her anything that where she needs to respond and take action, don't send it. You understand what I'm saying? Right? You see what I mean?
got you. Okay,
So
that makes sense. Okay.
right. So the text when you was like, oh, you got home faster than me and blah, blah, blah. And you're doing all this other, that's too much. Just glad you got home safe. I'll let you later. Peace out. That's it. All right.
All right, cool, man. I appreciate it. I'll call you if I got any more questions.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, fam.
All right.
All right, cool. So what I want to do is, shout out to K Zaggin in the chat. Shout out to my dude K Zaggin, because I'm actually going to bring up a video of the Man It Is a Skill Set show today where somebody called in and I was like, this is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. Not paying attention to detail, right? So let me bring this up real quick. So what happened was somebody had called into the show, right? And he was talking about how he ended up talking to this chick. Let me pull this, let me see if I can do full screen with this one more. Well, let me try this. Close this out and get the full screen popping. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're gonna go over some of this. This is pretty long, but I'm probably not gonna do the whole thing. But I was watching this earlier and I was like, this is exactly what the fuck I'm talking about, where dudes don't pay attention to detail. So the guy calls in and he's gonna be talking about how this chick who did his hair, he tried to holler at her a while ago and she wasn't feeling it, and he tried to holler at her while she was doing the hair. But what you're gonna notice is that the caller, he's not paying attention to detail of what's happening in the situation between him and this woman. So let's start this. Let's play this. We're gonna
with the Manhood is a Skill Set show. Name, age, city. How can we help?
Hey, my name is JB. 23, Tampa, Florida.
All right. Are you supporting or taking a free call?
Free call.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, so I kind of had a situation happen yesterday. I guess I'll just tell y'all what happened, and you can tell me what went wrong or what happened. But
wait. No, ask the question. Wait. Ask the question, and then we'll get the specifics.
Okay, so what should I do?
Exactly. This is fair use. I don't want K Zaggin suing me for using his content. You know. So shout out to K Zaggin. Don't sue me. This is fair use. But let's go.
When a woman, I guess, puts me on the internet, like, I guess exposes me, quote unquote.
Puts you on the internet. All right. So how does she do that?
Yeah. Okay. So she,
what did she put on the internet of you? What did she put on the internet? A picture of you doing what? A video of you doing what?
No, she made a TikTok video of me with my picture, like, basically saying that, like, I was inappropriate.
You was inappropriate how?
Because she was doing my hair and I guess I said things that were inappropriate.
You see, and let me stop right there for a second. Notice how, and this, a lot of you guys do this even when y'all call in. Notice how he's dancing around what is happening. So, see, part of you guys paying attention to detail also takes into account you being detailed yourself. You understand? You got to be able to be detailed yourself in order to pay attention to detail. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of times when guys, you beating around the bush, even talking about what's happening, you're trying to save your ego and save face. But it's like, no, we need all the details so we can actually accurately break this shit down. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. Dudes be around the bush and shit. But let's go.
No.
Hey, you're telling this, right? So you don't have to say, I guess I said.
Yeah.
Just what did you?
Go
ahead,
real quick, let me say this because because you're gonna start lying in a minute. So we just gonna cut that off real quick.
Yeah.
Or a woman whom you know, because you said she's doing your hair. So that means you guys know each other intimately. Even if it's not sexual, you guys know each other. So for her to go out of her way, bro, hold on, and we're gonna let you tell the story. But I just want to be clear with you.
Okay.
For her to go out of her way and put you on the internet and say you were inappropriate, bro, you did and or said something. And you need to be honest about what that was. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's the first time that she did my hair. It's just that I ended up finding out that I actually knew her or after I already.
No, bro. What did you do? What did you say to her that made her feel like you were inappropriate? Let's talk about that first.
Okay, well, one of the examples that she said in the video was,
No, bro, don't mention the video, bro. Stop mentioning the video. Just say what you did.
Yeah. Look at how long it's taken him just to say what happened in the situation. So you guys got to understand, even for example, when you guys are dealing with women, the reason why you have a hard time making things happen with women is because y'all beat around the bush even when y'all are, communicating with women to try to make something happen. So you see how hard it is to get out exactly just what he said and what he did and get to the point. That's what women feel when they're interacting with you and having these conversations with you. And this is why it's hard for you guys to make things happen at the end of the day. But let's continue.
Let's say what you did.
I mean, I just
caller. Let me help you out real quick. Let me help caller. Let me help you out real quick. Okay. We weren't there and we did not see the video. We don't care about the video. Just state what happened because the video is her explanation. We're asking you about what happened because you were there. So forget about the video. Just tell us what happened.
Jesus.
Okay, so we were watching a video. We were watching a different video while she was doing my hair. It was Pop the Balloon episode. And
bro, just say bro. Caller.
He is. He's saying it right now.
Taking forever to get to this shit. Come on, man.
You guys are watching Pop the Balloon.
Yeah, and then one guy said that he likes whenever a woman works out. And then she said that she doesn't like whenever guys say that about women working out. And then I said, well, if you and I were together, I would be working you out.
Okay. And what did she say? And what did she say?
She was like, what? She was like surprised, but like smiling kind of. She was like, what? Really? And then she was like, this is how you talk to women? And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, and it works. And then I was like, to whoever who actually works sometimes, I guess. That's what I said. And then that's basically what happened. That's what, yeah.
And that's all that happened. Nothing else.
Well, I mean, that's I mean, other stuff happened, but that's like the main thing.
What other stuff? What do you mean other stuff happened? What other stuff happened?
Well, we were like, I guess you would say flirting back and forth. Like she was calling me handsome.
She was calling you. When did she call you handsome?
And see now, and this is why I'm gonna stop right there real quick. This is why you guys have to understand and learn game, because, and they mentioned this a little later in the video where he thought they were flirting because she called him handsome. And I forgot who it was that pointed out, either Miles or Kazagan or Jay Roman. They were saying that, a woman who's doing your hair, of course, is going to call you handsome because she wants you to feel good so that you can be a customer. You can continue to be a customer. So it's the same as like if you are going to a restaurant and a waitress comes and she takes your order and she's like, hey, sweetie, how you doing, honey? And that's like you thinking she's coming on to you or she's flirting with you because she's saying that. See, if you're paying attention to the details means take into account everything that's going on. So if you're in a restaurant and a woman who's a waitress calls you honey and sweetie, that doesn't mean she's flirting with you. That means she's being nice so she can get a tip because you are in a restaurant. You understand what I'm saying? So in this situation where she's calling him handsome, he thinks that she's flirting with him, but she's not really flirting with him. She's just being nice because this is her customer and she wants a customer to feel good and all this other stuff so he can come back to basically pay her for more, to do his hair again. But let's continue.
Like near the end of the work that she was doing.
Let me ask you a question. You had an attraction to the chick before she started doing your hair, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is this why you chose her to do your hair?
No. This is what happened. Back in December, I met her out. I didn't even know it was her. I met her out at a club, and I tried to get in contact with her. I went up to her. We got in contact. Gave her my number. We were talking, and then she was like, like I'm 28 and you're 23. I don't think that. And I was like, all right, cool. Like whenever you're ready to stop playing around, like just hit my phone.
Okay.
And then I'm finding out that like I needed to get my hair done, so my friend gave me a number of somebody. And then I didn't know it was her until I got to the house, and I still didn't know it was her until she said, "You remember me?" I was like, "No." And then then she reminded me. I was like, "Oh, okay."
So all that. So how much time again did you say was between the first time you met her and when you went in to do your hair that day?
Well, I met her on December 7th, and I did my hair like 2 days ago.
Okay.
So what's interesting about this is this, right? So he already knew her, right? And Lord Jefferson saying he knew it was her. He wanted to get closer again. He's capping, right? So he's saying that he met her before in December or whatever. She wasn't really fucking with him like that. He goes to get his hair done. He says he doesn't realize it was her until she reminded him. But then this is the key point. If you're paying attention to detail, what he would have said to himself is, oh, yeah, this is the girl that I tried to holler at in December. She didn't really respond to me. So what does that say? That says that she's not interested. So if she's not interested, then why would he try to get at her again? You see what I'm saying? See, guys, if you're paying attention to detail, right? The woman is telling you already. She already told you from the jump. She ain't with it. See, I blame the pickup artist for this. I fucking blame the pickup artist. Because the pickup artists teach y'all, oh, well, pass her shit test, bro. Keep trying, right? Like keep going. Like, don't give up, bro. You're just gonna run away, bro. Shout out to Marcus. Come on, bro. You're just gonna run away. It's gonna run away from the woman, man. That's crazy. Like, right? So the pickup artist is teaching y'all when the girl is not showing interest, you gotta demonstrate higher value and continue to talk to her and just push through her last minute resistance, right? That's what they tell y'all. But if you're paying attention to the details are telling you the woman's not into you. So if he's getting his hair done by a chick who previously rejected him, why is he trying to holler at her again? Why? Well, let's continue.
But that means since December 7th, she had all the time in the world to holler at you if she was feeling you, correct?
Yes.
And she never hollered at you, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you think changed between December, whatever, and 2 days ago?
You see how when you have game, it's really that simple. Just like Miles just said and just like I just said. But the caller can't see it. The caller doesn't understand it. Why? Because he's not paying attention to detail. Listen, if let's say he did forget who she was. If I'm talking to a woman and I previously hollered at her and she rejected me and then I didn't realize it was her and she reminded me like, yeah, we met at the thing the other time. And I'm like, oh yeah, I remember you. So as soon as I say that and I remember, I'm like, oh, that's the girl that I gave my number to. I told her to call me and she didn't call me. Oh, so we're done. Yeah, I'm just, we're finished. You see what I'm saying? Like, what are we even talking about? But let's continue.
Nothing changed.
Okay, so why the fuck are you still trying to get at this chick if she had all the opportunity in the world to get at you and she didn't?
That's a good question.
That's a great question, isn't it?
So caller, and me personally, if I would have walked into the crib and realized it was her, I would have just been like, oh, what's up, girl? I would have sat down, got my hair did, and got the fuck up and left.
Exactly.
That's it.
Because like Miles said, I hollered at you in December. We're in March. The only way we would have even had talked about sex is if while she was doing my hair, she started making some remarks. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's dead. It's a done deal. She had her opportunity.
At the very least, did you at least say to her, hey, how come you ain't holler at me? Or how come we ain't, meet up and do nothing? What's up? Did you at least do that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so all that. So the reason why she put you on the internet, my bro, if you really want to understand what it is that you gave her a chance to get at you. She proved to you that she wasn't fucking with you like that, and you still persisted. You know what that's called?
Thirsty.
No, that's called harassment.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And see, that's important to understand. This is why it's important to pay attention to the details, because when you don't pay attention to the details, then you're basically harassing a chick. Remember, harassment is when a woman tells you or lets you know she's not interested, whether directly or indirectly, and you keep going. So that's what happened with this guy. He already met the chick before. She expressed that she wasn't interested through her actions and her words, and then he keeps going. See, and this is why you got to pay attention to detail, because we had a caller the other day, maybe like a week or so ago, where he was talking about he hollered at some chick in the gym, and she sort of passively, aggressively rejected him, but he didn't realize, so he just kept talking, right? And he didn't realize that he was basically harassing her at that point. So you're probably saying, Locario, but how do I know if she's not interested, if it's kind of passive aggressive or she's not being direct with it or whatever? How do I know, I should eject the situation? It's real simple. This is why you guys need to give women direction, and then you see through their action, are they following your direction or not? If she's following your direction, then you keep it going. If she's not following your direction, you keep it moving. It's really that simple. But again, you guys want to be pickup artists. So the pickup artist is going to say, bro, that wasn't, she was just shit testing you, bro. Come on, fam. You gotta stick in there, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Then you end up harassing some chick. But let's continue.
Creepy vibe.
And here's the thing you got to understand about the situation that you probably didn't fully understand. Once it's not like, think about it like this. And this is why we tell y'all niggas don't go to dinner on the first date, because once the service begins, it's difficult to stop. You can't stop the service. If she was doing your hair and she was in the middle of a rinse or a wash, or if she's in the middle of braiding half of your fucking afro, she can't stop. But that's when you chose to say something flirty to her. Mm-hmm. So now she's uncomfortably finishing your hair so she can get you the fuck out of there, knowing that she don't like you, but you like her. You get that?
Yeah.
So that's uncomfortable. Yeah. That's uncomfortable. Imagine, do you have a sister or a mother?
I have a mother. No sister.
You have a mother. Say your mother did hair, and say she was braiding this nigga's big ass afro, and the nigga waited until she got to halfway finished braiding his afro, and then he said some shit like, hey, I'd love to work you out, Miss Jenkins, or whatever your last name is, right? How would you feel about your mother being put in a situation like that? And then after all that flirtation shit the nigga said about fucking your moms, she still got to finish braiding the rest of his hair. How would you feel?
I wouldn't feel good.
Exactly. So this is why in a situation like that, instead of doing it while she's in the middle of doing your hair, because let me tell you something, a lot of you niggas who don't get bitches, you get this feeling when a woman has her hands on you. You think that, she likes, I'm in a fucking service, nigga. I don't like you. You paying me to do your hair, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, so here's what a player would have did. A player would have watched the video, laughed, joked, and created a vibe. Okay, and then at the end of the service, at the end of everything, I would have paid her money, cash after her money, and be like, listen, I gave you a chance to get to know me back in December, and you never took that opportunity. And I want to give you another opportunity right here and right now to get to know me, because I actually felt some kind of connection between you and I while you was doing my hair and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So I would like to give you another chance. Here's my number. Once again, I'm going to have you call me, and then we could do something later on this weekend.
Exactly. And see, April brought up a point This is in her house. This is in her house. See, again, detail. When you say pay attention to detail, we're talking about everything. So you're in the woman's house with her. Y'all are by yourself. You've already previously realized that the chick wasn't into you, because if she was into you, she would have hollered at you from before. Right? So now, like what Miles is saying is that, you know, you're in the chick's house and you're making it awkward and an unsafe environment. And guys, this is why we tell you guys to get the program. Go to shoplocario.com, get this program, What Men Wish They Knew About Women, because we have a whole part of this program where we talk about comfortability and safety in dealing with women. You understand what I'm saying? We break this all the way the fuck down when we talk about this in this program. You guys need to get this. Go to shoplocario.com and get What Men Wish They Knew About Women, because we break it all the way down. You see what I'm saying? Because what happens is that because you're not paying attention to detail, right? You guys don't understand that you're in a situation with this woman where you don't even know that you're making the situation awkward, to the point where now she might be in a situation where she's feeling unsafe and scared, right? Because you were in a situation flirting with a chick who previously told you or showed you she wasn't interested. It's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And see, the thing was that he thought he was flirting, or he thought that was cool, because see, this is what a lot of you guys do when you don't understand the game and you don't pay attention to detail. Because you don't pay attention to detail, what y'all do is that y'all pick things to do without understanding context. So he's basically saying, oh, I say that because this is how I talk to women. Okay, that's how you talk to women when you flirt with them. Cool. But when you flirt with women, you're supposed to pay attention to if the woman is flirting back with you, to continue the flirting. Now, if the woman is showing that she doesn't want to flirt with you, she's not reciprocating the interest, you stop flirting with the woman. So now, this guy who is in this woman's house flirting with her, she previously showed that she was not interested in him the first time they met and talked. So now, why would he flirt again with a woman who showed that she wasn't interested? And then if he is trying to flirt with her again, why would he do it at a point where they're right in the middle of the situation where she has to finish interacting with him? You understand what I'm saying? But let's continue.
Something like that. But what did you do? You was a fucking dirty mackin' creep ass nigga who waited till we was in the middle of the hair doing to say some halfway corny ass freaky shit. Talking about, if you was my woman, I'd be working you out. Shut that's not cool, bro.
So basically, to Miles' point, you implied or hinted at sex, which if you're dealing with a woman who is sexually attracted to you, it wouldn't have mattered, right? If you would have said that to a woman who's actually sexually attracted to you, she would have been like, boy, you're going to make me stop doing your hair right now. We're going to get it on right now. Right. If she was actually sexually attracted to you and you said that about working her out, she would have reacted completely different.
Exactly. That's a fact. But see, details. Now, some of you watching are saying, but Locario, how would I know that how is he going to know if she's sexually attracted to him or not? Well, listen, it's real simple. Details. If she was sexually attracted to him, then that would mean when he met her in December, she would have responded to him and they would have got together and had sex. So now, because when he responded to her in December, she wasn't fucking with it, that means she's not sexually attracted to him. So if he knew this, because he pays attention to detail, if he knew this, then he wouldn't bother to make that happen in that situation. Do you see how important paying attention to detail is? Listen.
But to Miles' point, and were you in her house?
Yeah, I was about to make that point.
And you
were y'all by yourselves?
Yeah.
Yeah, you made her uncomfortable.
Right there. to Miles's point, and I'm glad that we're talking about this because she's in the middle of doing your hair. Y'all are alone. She's realizing you're trying to hint at sex. She don't want to have sex with you, but she has to keep it cool. So you don't try and take it.
Yeah. So she got to kind of.
That's an important point. This is what we're saying about. See, the reason why, like chasing women and trying to fucking convince them to fuck you and all this other shit is dangerous and all that. The reason why you shouldn't be doing this type of stuff is because, see, in certain situations, a woman may comply not because she wants to, but because she feels she has to. And what happens is you put her in that position by talking like that and interacting with her in that way when you should have known in that particular situation that she wasn't feeling you because she already showed you she wasn't feeling you in December. You see what I'm saying? See, y'all guys think, look, again, the problem is that a lot of y'all really don't understand that when a woman is not feeling you, she's not feeling you. So you thinking, oh, well, I hollered at her in December. It's March now. I haven't seen her in a few months. So now all of a sudden she's magically into me. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Like I said, the only time a woman would change her mind about her interest in you is if this woman hasn't seen you in a long time. Like let's say it was like maybe a year or so, or 2 years even. And then he ran back into that woman at an event or something like that. And he started talking to her. They started interacting with each other. He was more confident. He had a tighter mouthpiece. Everything was cool. He just was a more overall well-rounded dude who had game. Then maybe she'd like him then. Because at that point, he's like a totally different motherfucker. But this guy, when he went to this woman's house, he's the same guy he was in December. You understand what I'm saying? He's the same dude. So there's no thing where, oh, all of a sudden now she's interested in him again. The pickup artist mentality is, oh, well, you know, I seduced her. I stuck in there. No, you didn't seduce her. You wore her down and then she gave in. And the dangerous part about that is that you don't want to be in a situation like that where, especially in a situation like this, like let's say in this scenario, he's in her apartment or her house and they're by themselves. And then he's, you know, making all this sexual innuendo talk with a woman who previously told him that she's not interested. And then let's say she is scared in this situation and she follows through on something she doesn't want to do just because she's not sure if she's going to make it out safe. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is real life, people, some real shit. But let's continue. Let's continue.
Play that fine line where she keeps it cool because you're at her house and now you know where she lives.
Exactly.
Right? So, and you make this little creepy comment about I'll work you out. She hasn't said anything sexual to you. Nothing. And you look at that Pop the Balloon where she talks about how she wouldn't do that, you know, work out and stuff like that, which has nothing to do with sexually.
Wait, Cola, what you was gonna say? Y'all was doing what?
I'm saying, like, I don't remember the exact order of things, but like that whole time, like we were like, I mean, it wasn't sexual, but it was flirting to me.
No, it wasn't.
Wait. Yeah. What's flirting? I got it real quick because a lot of you guys, y'all say flirting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Describe the mood that you say was flirting. What was happening in these flirtatious moments?
Okay, I won't say flirting, but let's say
bro.
No.
You see, and this is why you guys need to learn this game. Because he's like, oh yeah, well, you're flirting. And then K-Zag is like, so what's the flirt? Oh, well, I wouldn't say, see, y'all got to understand what you're doing. And you have to understand the responses and reactions to what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? You got to be aware of these things. Listen to you.
Just say what happened. Just say what happened. Let's not label it.
Okay.
Just say what happened and we'll tell you what the fuck it was. Because you don't know.
Okay, well, we were watching Pop the Balloon, and then there was a matchup where she was like, they looked like they're in like porn or something. So I was confused. I was like, what type of porn? What are you talking about? I never seen no porn like that. She was like, yeah, when you scroll through some of the categories and stuff, so that's okay. That's not flirting, but she brought it a section in that same.
No, let him finish. Let him finish.
In the same conversation, she brought up that like whenever like, cause she's thick, she's like it's hard for like some guys don't have enough meat to get into her pussy, and I didn't ask for none of that information. She's saying sexual shit, and she's also getting mad at me for saying sexual shit.
Okay, caller. It's not flirt. Okay, this is what guys don't understand, and I've been telling you guys this for years. Women love to talk about sex. Period. They do. So the fact that she was talking about most guys don't have enough meat, she didn't say anything about your meat. And I want you to understand the distinction between sex. When a woman is talking about sex in general, like if she's saying, oh, this is my favorite position, I like to suck dick, I like my pussy ate, that doesn't mean she wants you to do it. She's just saying what she likes.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. And notice. Remember the caller that just called earlier? Remember what I told him? I said, do not take anything seriously that a woman is saying that she's talking about when she's not responding to your prompt, when she's not responding to what you're doing. So the woman, she's talking about sex, but she's talking about sex in general. She's just having a conversation about it. Her talking about sex is not in relation to him. It's not in relation to him leading and guiding the conversation towards sex and it being about a sexual thing between her and him. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like he's telling her, hey, we need to, get down and get dirty and get sexual. And she's like, oh yeah, that sounds good. I like the way you looking because you look like the type of guy that got some big meat. Like that would be her responding to him sexually. But her just talking about it doesn't mean she's responding to him sexually. And remember, details. Why would she be responding to him sexually when she previously rejected him in December? You understand what I'm saying? Guys, this is what I'm trying to see. Y'all be thinking shit is separated. No, she already rejected the dude. But see, again, a lot of you guys, y'all, let's continue.
So if she would have said most guys don't have enough meat, I'm kind of wondering, do you? Because if you do, I want you. If she would have started talking about you and her fucking, now she's showing you an interest in having sex with you. But the fact that she's just talking about most guys don't have enough meat, she didn't say anything about your shit. Y'all got it.
Mm-hmm. Call it. Yeah, go ahead, Jake.
I would just say this. Maybe she was flirting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ain't there, man. Maybe she was flirting. Let's just say for the sake of the argument, she was flirting. Mm-hmm. But flirting doesn't mean, as she's doing a service, it means nothing to me.
Right.
It's different that after the service is done and she's walking you out and she's like, says something and it's like, oh, okay, the service is done already. I already tipped you, already paid you. You don't have to say anything else. Okay.
Right.
But it's almost like when a waitress walks up to me and she's like, oh, you have a beautiful smile. I'm like, yeah, you want a beautiful tip.
Exactly. And see, that's what I'm saying, what Jay Roman is talking about. If a woman is flirting with you, because he's saying, hey, she could be flirting, but she could be flirting based on the premise that this is a business transaction. So she's trying to be flirty in the business transaction. Because if you're flirty, oh, you might give me a little bit more money. You see what I'm saying? You might give me a tip for this hair braiding shit or whatever the fuck I'm doing. You might put in an extra 20 or 30 on this. You see what I'm saying? It's why you guys gotta see. The problem is this: most men, unfortunately, because they don't have a lot of experiences with women being very attracted to them sexually and, touching them and doing all these things, a lot of guys are thirsty for affection when it comes to women. So y'all get confused because you think, oh, this girl must be into me because she's giving me all this attention. It's like, no, read the room. You understand what I'm saying? Understand the situation. Pay attention to the details. What is happening in this particular situation? In this particular situation, business is going on. So whatever's coming out of her mouth is not about y'all in particular on a personal level. It's still under the guise of business. You understand? Thinking like this, you might as well go to a strip club and say, oh man, every time I go to a strip club, all these women in there love me. You know what I'm saying? You might as well say that. That's how crazy you sound. Imagine somebody say, yo man, bro, I was at the strip club, bro. All these chicks was giving me choosing signals. As soon as I walked in, they were touching me and asking me if I wanted a lap dance. Bro, it was crazy. All of these strippers wanted me. You look at that dude like, this motherfucker's stupid. You understand what I'm saying? You'd be like, this nigga is a moron. Let's continue.
Right? And so it's just like, I know it means nothing because at the same time, when I go out, I'm flashing dimples trying to get shit for free. And it means nothing.
Real talk. Yo, caller, earlier you mentioned that she called you handsome. Nigga, she's doing your hair. She wants you to think that you're handsome when you're getting your hair done by her, so you can be a repeat fucking customer, my nigga. What are we talking
give her a good tip. And give her a good tip.
Yo, like, y'all the same niggas
Bro, how
that go to
be a
Hooters.
repeat if she banned me?
You the same niggas that go to Hooters and think these bitches want to marry you and shit. What you said? What? How could you be repeat if she want to marry you?
You said more than just the pop the balloon things, man. That's why.
She banned you because of what I said, homie. She banned you because you ain't got no skills, bro. She banned you because you didn't know when to do the flirting. That's why she banned you, homie. Again, pay attention to her. Look, caller, and real quick, my bad, Kay. But caller, what speaks louder, actions or words?
Actions.
Okay, you met this chick in December and gave her your contact info, correct?
Yes.
Okay, did her actions lead her to holla at you?
No.
Okay, so any of that shit she was talking about while she was doing your hair, which it was sexual, but it had nothing to do with you. Any of those words that she said, was those anything of a green light or indicator for you to get sexual with her necessarily?
No.
Okay, so you got it, bro. Go ahead, Kay.
So, no, real quick. So on the screen it says, when attraction is real, women take action. Guys, y'all need to understand, number one, she's doing your hair. So she definitely wants a repeat customer, because money, but also word of mouth. She wants you to tell other people about it. She wants to make you feel good. So you tell other people about it. And so you come back. So you have to understand the context of what's happening between y'all. But caller, you said something else. You said she would talk about sex, but then when you would start talking about sex, she would get upset with you?
More or less, yes.
Okay, so give us a specific instance where you said something about sex and she felt some kind of way.
Well, she didn't get upset like in the moment, like it's like she like laughed or like some shit like that. But
okay, bro, you literally said she felt some kind of way about you talking about sex. So did she act like she had an issue with you saying certain sexual things?
Not in the moment.
She did. She made a comment and said, "Is that how you talk to women?"
Okay, yeah, guys.
Yeah, she made a comment, said, "Is that how you talk to women?" You said more stuff than just, the pop the balloon comment, right? Like, because I don't know what you were getting your hair done, but it's in somebody's house. It's taking some time, so you had time to say a lot more stuff than just "I would work you out," and then you doubled down. When she was like, "You talk to women?" Yeah, I talk to women like that, and whoop, and you might have said the way you look and how thick you are, and whatever. Like, you thought she was flirting, so you was flirting back. Let's just ain't nothing wrong with that. That's human being of making a mistake on misreading the situation. So I'm not getting on you for saying stuff. I'm getting on you for not reading the situation and understand that in that moment she was doing a service. So, and you're in her house. So yeah, the conversation, you might want to take a little more pause on the conversation and be like, because me personally, I'm like, well, damn, if you talk to me about your ass size and most men ain't good enough, I might have said something like, are you wondering if I'm good enough or something? Like, Like, 'cause
Let
let's
me
cut
say
the BS. Let's cut the BS out.
Get
Yeah,
you.
let me say this real quick about what happened. Let me say this about what happened. And Caller,
Mhm.
this is what you need to understand. Her perception of what happened is different than your perception of what happened.
That's some real shit. That's some real shit. And that is very important for you guys to understand. That's very important for you guys to understand. Hold on, I'm gonna cut it there because I gotta wrap this up in a second because me and April about to go to the movies and shit. So a lot of times what happens is that guys will be in situations with a woman, and you guys should go to Kay Zagin's channel, check out that whole episode. It's fire. And check out Man of the Skill Set Show, on Saturday afternoons. But a lot of guys, they're in situations, and you don't realize that you're thinking is one way, and then the woman is thinking it's another way, right? But this is the thing. This is why it's important for you to make sure that you're clear and concise about what you want when you deal with women. Then give them the space and the opportunity to respond to you. Whatever her response is first. The first response is the response, right? So her first response was in December when he tried to get at her and she brushed him off. That was her response. That brush off was, I'm not interested. So he should have took that I'm not interested all the way until when he got his hair braided, as soon as he remembered, quote unquote, that she was that same woman, he should be like, oh yeah, I remember you was the chick that basically didn't respond back to me. That's what he should be saying in his head. And then from that point on, he just sits there, get his hair done, and he's out. Now, if at any moment, if after the situation was done and he's about to leave, if he wanted to see if something could be up, right? If he wanted to see if he could make something happen, cool, right? Fine. If he wanted to do that, he could do that. But that should have happened after the fact, because what he needs to understand is that while the situation was going on, in that particular situation of her doing his hair and all that, and he's in her house by herself with her or whatever, from when he's doing that, he should understand that while all this has happened, she is still the woman who's not interested. You see what I'm saying? So nothing has changed. And the thing is, don't have that conversation while in the middle of the interaction of her doing the hair and doing all that other stuff. And Miles put up a good point. He was like, this is why it's not good to take chicks out to dinner. Because when you're going to dinner, let's say you place the order, you got to wait for the fucking food to get there. You eat the food, you got to wait for them to bring the check. So you're in the middle of the entire thing. So now if something weird or fucked up is happening in that situation, it's like you can't really, it's hard to leave or hard to end it because you're in the middle of the situation. You see what I'm saying? So you guys got to understand, how important that is when it comes to the game. Like, paying attention to detail is extremely, extremely, extremely important. All right. All right. So guys, that's pretty much it, man. I'm about to wrap this up. Guys, make sure that you guys go to, hold on. Let me answer these questions real quick, because I see I sent them some questions. It says, what was the moment you knew you was him in regards to being successful with sleeping with women consistently and easily? I would say in my early 20s, I knew what to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I knew what it was that I needed to do to keep the process going how I wanted to. But this is what I talk about on the Bad Boy membership, where I talk about understanding patterns, how to predict your outcomes with women. You know what I'm saying? So you guys can check that out. Go to badboymembership.com, and that should help you out over there. Said I had a chick say that she went sober and don't drink, but she's not anti-alcohol. Is that an automatic charge? No. So the thing is, so this is the thing. So if you are telling a chick to meet you for drinks, right? Her message should be, yes, I'm going to meet you in some form or fashion. Now, she can tell you that she doesn't drink liquor in that type of message, you can say, hey, you know, oh yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing you. I'm down. Just want to let you know I don't really drink liquor, so I'm probably just get like a soda or something. That's fine. You understand? Hey, you know, I'm sober now, so I don't really drink liquor, but I'll get a water or some shit or whatever. You understand? I've had plenty of women who met me for drinks who don't drink, and they'll sit there and sip a goddamn water. You understand what I'm saying? So don't let you know. Don't let that shit fool you. It says, is the following true or false? Why I once heard a guy say if she talks about sex with you, then she will have sex with you. Since finding your channel, I don't take faith in this anymore. No, this is the thing. If she talks about sex, it's only, like I said, important if she's talking about sex in relation to you having that conversation with her, in relation to you leading the conversation. You understand? A woman just talking about sex don't mean nothing, because sometimes what happens is a woman talking about sex, she could just be running game on you. You understand what I'm saying? Her talking about sex needs to be in relation to the conversation you're having with her, where you're leading the conversation. You understand? Because sometimes a woman, for example, will talk about sex in the sense of she'll try to frame it as, oh yeah, I want to have sex with you, but not now. I got to kind of wait. I got to get to know you because this happened and that happened. So now you're thinking, oh yeah, she's really feeling me. She just says because of whatever, we can't do it now. And then she's already ran game on you. You see what I'm saying? So that could happen also. All right. So guys, that's pretty much it. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for the Real Game No Theory show with myself, K Zaggin, Miles, 1950, and Steve. And I will holler at you guys later. And remember, people, the truth is inside you. I'm out of here. Peace.
Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below.
Get the new audio program, What Men Wish They Knew About Women. Hidden gems about dating you don't know, but should, by Mr. Locario and April MC. Go to shoplocario.com right now to get your copy today.
And then, yeah, I had my consultation with April and Locario this past Saturday, which
nice.
And it was funny because I already had dates lined up before the consultation, and then after, it just like within day, like it's just like I haven't even gotten like the new photos they suggested me to get yet, but just like all the game they gave me in that I implemented, it's just like skyrocketed within a day. So it's like
how many matches did you go to?
I went from getting like, I want to say like max 4 matches a day to like 10
a day. Shit.
10 a day. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And so like I'm booked 4 weeks out date wise right now.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we know that there could be flakes and shit, but they're getting replaced as time goes on. So
well, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So, yeah, everyone needs to get that shit. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Like don't.
It's like a mini coaching session.
I'm trying to, bro. It was so April, bro. Like that is the most gamed up chick alive. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Like I'm like, how do you know me this well? Like it's just wild, man. So yeah, shout out to them, man.
Yo, shout out to April and Locario, man. Facts, man.
Step up your game and go to shoplocario.com. That is the place where you can get my books, audio, and video programs in one place. All you got to do is type in shoplocario.com and step up your game today. Game Kings 2, The Definition of Man is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today.
Because Locario, in my opinion, it's the best dating coach on YouTube or whatever the fuck. Everything he says, ambulance. Everything he says, I have nothing against him. I have no contradiction. Everything he says, I say, yeah, it's this guy, it's on point.